Captain James Miller stood on the bridge of the UES Intrepid, his weathered face illuminated by the glow of tactical displays. The military vessel hung in orbit around Europa, Jupiter's ice-covered moon, while a tense silence filled the command center. "They're hailing us again, sir," Lieutenant Wilson reported, her fingers hovering over the communications panel. Miller nodded grimly. "Put them through." The main view screen flickered to life, revealing the bulbous, multi-eyed face of the Dracari ambassador. Its translucent skin pulsed with bioluminescent patterns that conveyed as much meaning as its words. "Human captain," the alien's voice warbled through the translator. "Your response time expires in one planetary rotation. Surrender the research station, or we will begin executing hostages. The lives of 37 humans for one insignificant outpost seems a reasonable exchange." Miller's jaw tightened. "Ambassador, I've explained our position. The United Earth government does not negotiate with hostage takers. Release our people and withdraw your forces, or face the consequences." The Dracari's skin flashed crimson. "You value your territorial claims above your own species? Barbaric, even by human standards." "End transmission," Miller ordered, and the alien's face vanished from the screen. Commander Taylor approached, concern etched on his features. "Sir, their warship outguns us 3-1. Intel suggests they have the hostages aboard their vessel, and our long-range scans confirm at least 5 more ships hiding in Jupiter's radiation belt." "I'm aware of the odds, Commander," Miller replied, studying the tactical projection showing their precarious position. The Europa Research Station represented humanity's most advanced deep space scientific facility, housing breakthroughs in gravitational manipulation that could revolutionize interstellar travel. 3 days earlier, the Dracari had launched a surprise attack, capturing the station's personnel and demanding Earth surrender all claims to the facility. What the aliens didn't realize was how humanity had evolved its approach to such situations over centuries of dealing with terrorists, pirates, and now, interstellar threats. "Get me Admiral Reed," Miller ordered. Minutes later, Reed's stern face appeared on the secure channel. "Captain, I trust you're maintaining our position?" "Yes, Admiral. The Dracari believe we're stalling while a diplomatic solution is arranged." Reed nodded. "Operation Shadow Strike is green-lit. Task Force Epsilon will arrive at your coordinates in 6 hours. Your orders remain unchanged. Hold position, maintain the illusion of negotiations, and prepare to provide covering fire when signaled." "Understood, Admiral." Miller out. The captain turned to his executive officer. "Commence silent battle preparations. No external comms, no active scanning. I want us ready to move the instant we receive the signal." As the Intrepid's crew prepared for combat, another drama unfolded inside the Dracari flagship. In a cramped holding cell, Dr. Alex Parker, the research station's lead physicist, worked methodically at removing a ceiling panel, careful not to alert the guards. "You're sure this will work?" whispered Ben, a young technician whose face was still bruised from the initial assault. "It's standard issue for all deep space personnel," Parker explained, extracting a small metallic disc from his boot heel. "Subdermal tracking implants are old tech. The Dracari scanned for them and neutralized them within hours, but this..." He held up the disc. "This is something they don't know about." The doctor pressed his thumb against the device, which hummed softly before emitting a brief pulse of energy. "Quantum entanglement transmitter. Untraceable, unblockable. Military's been putting them in researchers' equipment for years." "So they know where we are?" asked Maria, another hostage. Parker nodded. "They've always known. The negotiation attempts, just buying time." Light years away, Earth's military had mobilized the moment the quantum signal confirmed the hostage's location. The Dracari had made a critical error in their intelligence gathering. They had studied human history but failed to understand how those lessons had shaped modern human policy. In the darkness of Jupiter's shadow, 12 stealth vessels of Task Force Epsilon deactivated their cloaking systems. Each ship carried a complement of Special Forces operatives trained specifically for hostage extraction in zero-gravity environments. Commander Reyes addressed her strike team aboard the lead vessel. "We have one shot at this. Team Alpha will breach the engineering section. Beta takes life support. Gamma and Delta teams extract the hostages. The Intrepid will engage their main weapons as distraction. The soldiers nodded silently, their exo-armor, designed to be invisible to Drakari sensory systems. Remember, Reyes continued, humanity stopped paying ransom centuries ago. We don't negotiate, we respond. Aboard the Intrepid, a communications officer suddenly straightened. Captain, incoming transmission, military channel, burst encryption. Miller read the message and smiled for the first time in days. Tactical, target the Drakari vessel's weapons systems. Communications, open a channel. The Drakari ambassador appeared on screen once more, mandibles clicking in irritation. You test my patience, human. Have you reached a decision? We have, Miller replied calmly. Humanity's response to your demands is as follows. We don't engage in ransom deals. The ambassador's skin pulsed with confusion. Then you condemn your people to... At that exact moment, multiple explosions blossomed across the Drakari ship's hull. The alien's eyes widened in shock as alarms wailed in the background. What you're experiencing, Miller explained, is humanity's actual policy on hostage situations. The Intrepid was never your primary concern. Within 20 minutes, all 37 hostages were secured aboard the human extraction vessels. The Drakari flagship, crippled but salvageable, drifted powerless in Europa's orbit while its support ships scattered across the Jovian system, pursued by Earth vessels that had been lying in wait. In the aftermath, as the rescued personnel received medical attention aboard the Intrepid, Admiral Reed addressed the gathered alien diplomats who had been summoned to witness the resolution. Let this serve as a lesson to all spacefaring species, Reed declared. Humanity values life above all else, which is precisely why we will never reward those who threaten it. We don't negotiate with hostage takers. We don't pay ransoms. We respond with overwhelming force precisely applied. As news of the incident spread throughout known space, other species took note. The message was clear. Threatening humans might seem easy, but the consequences would be swift, decisive, and inescapable. Humanity had carried its oldest lessons into the stars.